So do you ever wonder what happened to that guy who was in that show that was on that channel sometime back? Me neither, because that guy was probably terrible. So it's time for a new segment I'm calling...
We don't care where they are now.
Tonight's subject is Jon Gosselin. This week, the former star of TLC's Jon and Kate Plus 8 told Entertainment Tonight that he's now living in a cabin in the woods and waiting tables at a local restaurant. This after losing a ton of his reality money in an expensive divorce in 2009. Still, however, he seems okay with it all.
People have said you've hit rock bottom. Have you hit rock bottom?
Oh, I've hit rock bottom like 20 times. And then I just bounce back and go somewhere else.
How hard is it for you to find work?
Next to nearly impossible to find work.
I've hit rock bottom too, but it's a club in Chelsea. Carrie, you dated Gosselin briefly. Thoughts, feelings, regrets?
Well, I think after you completely humiliated yourself on a national level, there is no place else to go but in the woods.
Yeah.
And I feel like Paula Deen might need to take a note.
Yeah. You know, but you know what? In the woods is not a bad thing. It's probably a great place to be after you have, been a jerk. You learn things about yourself, Jesse. Minus the 8 children, you and Gosselin have a lot in common. You both dress awful and have a terrible job.
That's right. I got to tell you, I'm really looking forward to Monday's show where it will be featuring Rich Little and Greg Littlest. That will be very exciting to see. Greg Littlest.
Now you'll see what it's like to be a sidekick.
Greg Littler would have been funnier.
Would it have been funnier?
Greg Littler would have been funnier. Greg Littler would have been funnier.
You're bickering like language couples.
Gotta get me some of that.
Bicker.
Ooh, that's a dating show.
This Gosling story sounds like an insane nursery rhyme from 200 years ago. Gather around, girls and boys, and I'll tell you about the half-Asian man with 8 children who lives in the woods and serves calamari. It's crazy.
That does sound like a fun story. Right? Andy.
Yeah.
He should have another reality show where he lives in the woods and waits tables.
You guys are acting like what he's doing now is worse than being on a reality show.
That's what I'm saying. It's actually great.
I don't get that.
Maybe he's in
making
Duck
an
Dynasty
honest
training.
living. He's waiting tables. There's nothing wrong with that.
He blew. You know what? He blew. What he did was he let reality television blow his marriage and his family. That was what was wrong.
Yeah, but now, what he's doing now is good. He instead of being on a reality show, he's in the real world.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But not the reality show, the real world.
He's like Ray Liotta at the end of Goodfellas. Remember, he's standing there on the front porch. He's bored, but he's got to do something. I got 1 minute left, Bill. I was going to ask you about living inside of a claw machine. But that's it. Oh, wait.
That was the other story.
Yes. He might be the only person more hated than you.
Yeah, I guess that's good. Positive had to do a positive show. But I did think it was funny that Atlantic Wire, their headline for this was, Jon Gosselin's new humble life. Now, humble implies that you've got a lot, but you don't show it. This guy's forced to be where he's at. There's nothing humble about it. He's just screwed.
All right, well. What an upbeat way to end a wonderful show.
He's more screwed than I am, so that's the positive.
What he probably should have done is not invited a TV crew to watch him wait tables.
They were looking for it.
Just wait.
All right, Andy, we got to go.
All right, go.